Hey guys, it's Kaylee. Welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be WOODZ Day. I am so excited. We're going to be checking out his new album, Colorful Trauma. I am so pumped. I've listened to 4 songs now. The 3 in the first video that I did, my first look at WOODZ, and then I just saw his I Hate You music video. So I did not realize that I would be this obsessed with him, but his voice is so good, and just to know that he writes and self-produces pretty much all of his stuff is so cool. Yeah, he's one of my new favorite artists, and his songs have been on repeat in my car and at my house, and yeah, he's a great artist, and I love his voice, and I love his whole concepts and like style that he goes for, and yeah, I'm excited to get into this album. We're going to be going in the order that they're listed on Spotify. So I think that's the correct order he has them on the album's listings. So yeah, let's get into this. Okay, first off, we have Dirt on My Leather. And I think from the medley, this one was the first one that was on there. And it was very like guitar heavy. And I think it was like old school rock. So I'm really excited to hear this. If you watch the I Hate You music video reaction, you would know that I'm not a huge fan of electric guitar usually, but whenever he's used it in his music, it's actually really nice. So we're gonna see how this goes. I think I'm gonna like it, but let's go. Yeah. The cymbals going into that. Is this all English? Oh yeah. He can get so high up there, like in his like tone, he can go so high, and it's so like interesting. Ooh, that's very different, this one. Oh my god, do you hear that? It's like screaming. Okay, whoever's doing that guitar is like shredding on it. It's so cool. I can't get over how he sounds in the back. Okay, that was freaking crazy. Like, what an opening to an album. Like, are you serious? Oh, like, that was so rock, so like old school rock. It reminded me of like a lot of like Guns N' Roses and AC/DC. Like That was very much, especially with that guitar, like the shredding on the guitar that was throughout the whole song. Like, that was so good. And yeah, usually that's not my vibe. Like, there are songs, like, I do love a lot of like old school rock songs and everything, but it's usually not what I go for. But I like that a lot. Like, I don't think it's gonna be my favorite on the album, like, just being honest, but I did really like it. Like, it wasn't one that I just didn't like, but his vocals were going crazy. Like, did you hear how high he was and how loud, like, screaming he was in the back? That is so good. Okay, let's go on to Hijack. Okay, next we have Hijack, which is the second track on the album, and I don't know where we're going after that first one, but I'm thinking it's gonna still have this similar rock vibe, so let's get into it. Okay, that effect on his voice. It's like the double track. I love that backing track. That is such a switch up. Ooh, I love that. I like those kicks in the back. Okay, I get what you guys mean about him being main rapper, because this is the first song I think I've heard like legitimate like rapping and stuff in. I know he did it a little bit in Feel Like, but this is like a lot more of that segment, so he sounds great and his flow is so good. Like, he's very good at mixing it up. Like, in this part and the other part that he raps in, it was different styles, like different flows, and I really like that, how he can switch it up like that. I love how the guitar goes with him. It follows the melody of that. I love that switch up into the chorus. Ooh, I like that like distant vocal effect he has on his voice. And it continues into this part too. Do you hear that like high-pitched guitar in the back? Okay, I love that one. I loved the transition into the chorus from the verse. And this was like the first one that I heard like his continued rapping and stuff within, and it was so good. I love his rapping tone too. It's a little bit lower than when he sings, and it's so good. He has a very good understanding of like rhythm and flow when it comes to his rapping against like the beat and everything. And just the guitar in the back was, it wasn't as intense as the first song, but it was definitely there like throughout the whole thing. And yeah, just the switch up into the chorus was probably my favorite part of the song. And he's just so good. Like, just to know that he writes all of this and he composes and like self-produces everything, which I think off the top of my head I can't remember, but I know that in the highlight medley there was another name next to his name, like for helping out with either the writing, producing, or composing something. But just to know that he does pretty much all of it, or almost all of it on his own, is so impressive, and it makes me like admire him so much more. And I love this. I love the whole vibe that the song was. But yeah, let's get into the next one. Okay, so I Hate You was the next one that was on the track list, but I have already heard that because I just watched the music video. So if you want to see my reaction to that, you can go and check out that video. So next is Better and Better. And I think this was the one I was most excited for watching the highlight medley, just because it was definitely more of my vibe, and I loved the transitions and stuff that he did. So we're gonna enter this one, so let's go. Can I just say how good he looks in this like concept photos too? Oh, I like that. He has such a higher tone, it's so good. Yeah, this is what I really liked when it switched up into the chorus. Okay, so that wasn't the chorus, it was the pre-chorus to this. I love that too. You still get the like faint electric guitar in the back too. Also, I don't know 100% if lyrics are accurate, just because they're lyric videos, and most of the time they're not 100%, but if they are, then these lyrics are beautiful. Like, I love how he speeds it up. Yeah, the electric guitar in the back is actually really good. His vocals, oh my god. Dude, this is 100% my favorite. I absolutely love that song. Okay. That, from all the songs that I've heard so far, that is my favorite WOODZ song, like, hands down. The chorus and instrumental of that was absolutely amazing. His voice, when you guys said that he was a main rapper and he's giving me vocals like that, like, are you kidding? Like, he sounded so good, and just the melody throughout the whole song was amazing, and just the register he was singing in, it was so high, and those notes at the end were amazing. Like, WOODZ is definitely one of my new favorite artists, and that one, Better and Better, favorite song. I absolutely loved it. It was, and the lyrics were so sweet. Just the way he changed up the flow and everything was so good, and I love the better and better and better like part, that like it made it a little bit faster than it was like throughout the regular chorus, and it still had electric guitar in it. Like, I feel like the signature throughout this album is his electric guitar, but it was very, very light, like a higher pitched electric guitar, and it was very like lighter in the background. It didn't take up the whole instrumental. But we have one more song left, and it's Hope to Be Like You. So let's see if this one one-ups Better and Better, but if it doesn't, then that will be my favorite on the album. But I remember from the highlight medley, this one was a little more like lighter, not like slower, but it was like very, I think this is the one that had that like organ synthesizer sound in it, which made it sound like more like kind of old school, like 80s, kind of like not poppy, but like not disco either, but it had like a similar vibe to like a little bit of 80s music. So we'll see how this goes. Last song on the album. This album has been so good so far, like especially for a mini album. Like, I can't wait till he brings out like a full-length album, because I feel like that'll be amazing. But yeah, let's get into the last track, Hope to Be Like You. Ooh, whistling. This is lighter guitar too. Oh yeah, that like synthesizer sound. Ooh, I like the tone in his voice at the end of that. It's actually a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be. Ooh, I love the breathiness and airiness in his voice in this one. And then the instruments drop out for a second. I like how the guitar goes with him like that. Sounds so good. It's definitely a switch up. It's a lot lighter than the other songs on this album. It's really nice. His voice is so light. It's so good in this song. Do you hear the kicks in the back? I love when he does the higher register in his voice. His higher head voice, it's so nice. How he has the instrumental like at the end. Ooh, that fade out was really cool. Okay, I loved that album. I am an official fan of WOODZ. Like, it was so good. If you look at like the first one, I think it was Dirt on My Leather, and then Hope to Be Like You, how he started and ended this mini album, they are so different, like total like polar opposites, but it's so good. I liked every song on the album. I still think Better and Better is my favorite, but I think Hope to Be Like You is second. And then Hijack, I Hate You, and then Dirt on My Leather. I think that would be my listing. Well, rating, like, at the moment. I'm definitely, it might change, like, if I listen to it more, but I think that's where I sit right now. But Better and Better was absolutely, it's going to be played on repeat. I absolutely loved it. And this whole album was so good. I loved, like, all the instruments, like the instrumentation and everything. Instrumental was so good. Like, it fit his voice so well. I feel like he changed up his voice a lot throughout the album, and especially like my favorite thing I think so far is when he sings in his head voice, or like the higher register that he sings. It is so pretty and like breathy, and I feel like that's my favorite. Like, it's so good. It still blows my mind that he was a main rapper, but from the parts that I did hear in this album where he did rap, it was really good too. Like, the way that he pronounces things and switches up the beat and everything to fit his voice is really nice. And it's just so good. Like, I love him so much. And he, like, the lyrics were so nice. I think throughout, like, the whole album, it was kind of a breakup album. Like, I wouldn't say fully, but it's kind of like, especially like the I Hate You and stuff, it's like leaving and everything. And then in the last few songs, it's kind of like reminiscing a little bit like on that, especially Better and Better. It's like, I'm better because of you, like because of this happening and everything. And then at the end with I Hope to Be Like You, it's kind of saying like how he's not totally happy, like that it's over and everything, but like he is in a way. But I am definitely going to be listening to the like whole album more, and it's going to be played in my car because if you play music in the car, it's totally different. Like it can change your mind on anything. But yeah, he did such a good job on this album, and I am going to be supporting like all of the things that he's doing. I am so happy that I got into this, like all of his music and him, and yeah, I appreciate all the comments letting me know certain things about him. So keep those coming and suggesting things. We are going to be watching the live clips, a couple of them too. So yeah, I'm just going deep diving into like everything that he's doing. But yeah, he's such an artist, and he knows so well, just knowing that like he writes his own stuff and self-produces things and everything. It's like I feel like he knows his voice very well, and he knows what he wants to do, what he wants to portray with it, and just like the concepts he goes for like make me admire him so much. But yeah, I love this album. It was so good. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Like this one if you liked it. Thanks for watching, and bye guys.